Welcome back. When it comes to making herd health management decisions, there's no question that veterinarians are producers' best source of information. Let's take a look at why veterinarians around the U.S. are recommending ViraShield from Novartis Animal Health for complete respiratory and reproductive disease protection.
In a world where cattle diseases can make life a big, ugly mess of complication.
The number one thing is pneumonia in cattle, and certainly this year we've been dealing with a lot of BRSV.
We were seeing a lot of early embryonic death in both our beef cattle and the dairy situation.
What if you could make things easier? Our world is full of options, but only one option is designed for every animal, every time. ViraShield. To prove it, Novartis Animal Health hit the road to talk to veterinarians and hear what they had to say about ViraShield.
We've used ViraShield because we can use it in almost any situation.
I guess I use it because it works, and you can't screw it up. If I send a product out of the door, why, I know my clients can inject 5 cc's of the ViraShield product, and as long as they get it into the animal, it can't be screwed up. You know.
Our experience with ViraShield has been that it seems to be a very smooth product.
I've had my practice open as a solo practitioner for about 12 years, and I've been recommending ViraShield since it was Grand Labs before Novartis even owned it.
Well, Novartis is a little different from a lot of companies in that we really focus on the prevention side of things. For us at Novartis, if we feel like we've had to treat an animal, we've kind of failed.
We're trying to prevent the leptospirosis. We're trying the IBR, the BVD, the BRSV. They all could run amok in here, and we have to vaccinate because we can't afford to be throwing pharmaceuticals at these animals.
I deal a lot in prevention. That's what I like to do. So I use a lot of vaccines. But pneumonia is probably the number one thing we try and prevent. One
of the other factors that I find very good about ViraShield is their BVD protection. The non-cytopathic and as well as cytopathic coverage, the type 1, type 2. The ViraShield product I find is the best one on the market, in my opinion, in preventing this.
Since we've been using ViraShield 6 VL5HB, we have just not had any BVD issues.
I mean, it works. You get a really good immune response to it. According to the studies that Dr. Chase has done up to SDSU, you get far higher antibodies against BVD with the ViraShield products than you do any modified lives that he's tested against.
2 doses of ViraShield, or an activated vaccine, give you a cell-made immune response, and that really was what we were after. And it turned out, at least initially, I mean, we began to see things earlier than I would have guessed, or that had been seen in the literature previously. So our intent, I mean, our hypothesis was that the vaccine would provide, in one case, duration of immunity and cell-made immune response, and the other that it would protect against IBR, and it turned out in both cases that was true.
And in this feedlot, if you notice, you haven't heard any coughing. There's 6,000 head of cattle and you're not hearing any coughing.
We recommend vaccinating for Harjo bovis for 2 reasons. One is we have actually, a few years ago, had a couple herds with Harjo bovis issues. Secondly, it is not much more expensive to go ahead and vaccinate for the Harjo bovis.
Since they've added it to their product at a reasonable price, that's my primary vaccine, is the one that has ViraShield, BL5, Haemophilus somnus, and Harjo bovis. Gives me 9 things in one.
It covers all the bases. I feel very confident, and I don't worry about timing on it.
I started using the ViraShield 6 Cerebral Lepto with the Harjo bovis product in it in order to get some lepto abortion prevention.
The Harjo bovis isolate is an American isolate.
The nice thing about some of our newer vaccines, which we're talking about here with ViraShield 6L5, is the use of oil adjuvantation.
The animal reacts against the antigens very well. We get really good immunity against it. It's not a product that's going to make the animal sick.
It's a safe product. We've used it in virtually all stages of pregnancies on cows. I've never seen any problems with it.
I'm very happy with its versatility. We use it on young calves and we use it on dry cows and reproductive cows, so it's right there where I need it.
One of the big things I've liked about ViraShield is I've never had any problem with abortions.
We were detecting a lot of early embryonic death and a lot of delayed conceptions. And so we went to a killed vaccine, which was the ViraShield, and we eliminated not 100%, but we eliminated a lot of our conception and early embryonic death problems.
So we use a lot at ViraShield 6V05HB at preg check. We'll use it at turnout time. Use it on bulls. I think there's even a few herds that originally were on modified live products are having better consumption rates now.
I have seen guys switch but always come back.
Once we use ViraShield on their cattle, every year they want the same thing. They want the ViraShield again.
Around here they've switched a lot because they've gone from modified live products to ViraShield products. And no one's ever changed back either. I think they're seeing very good luck, and you can't go wrong with it.
Historically, and I've practiced for 23 years, one of the things I learned in school was that a modified live vaccine will stimulate a better immune response. Over the years, I think there have been vast improvements in adjuvants and in a lot of killed vaccines where that may not be the case anymore.
Control without complication. How can you achieve it? Talk to your veterinarian about the only option designed for every animal, every time. ViraShield.
Now, for more information on Novartis Animal Health and all of their products, including ViraShield HB, visit their website at livestock.novartis.com.